Marques, Coach Rule mentioned coming out to the huddle after the turnover that your offense had. You guys were getting ready to go, and he was going to try to fire you up, and you had some words. What's going on there with the defensive leadership in that moment of the game? It's 7-7. You guys just turned the ball over.
Honestly, I told him, we've been preparing for this all off season. I seen him walking over like I could see it in his face. He was getting ready to try to get us riled up, but soon as we saw it happen, everybody popped up off the bench super fast, stormed out on the field, ready to go. So I just let him know, like, hey, we good. We know exactly what to do right now. And it just falls back on everything that we've been speaking about this offseason leading up into this game about just playing great complementary football and always having, your brother's back. Something bad happens to somebody on the team, it's next play. We got to make them right at all times. So that's honestly what the mentality was for the whole defense.
How did it feel to be back at cornerback after playing some time at safety?
It felt fine. I've been playing a little bit of everything this offseason, but I grew up playing corner, played corner in high school and stuff. So, it felt natural. It was really fun, being back out on that island. But I couldn't be more happy to be at a position to help the team is my biggest thing.
What do you see from guys after they had that one drive, the 3 plays where they really put their foot on the pedal and scored? What was sort of the reaction on the sideline and how you guys handled
it? It was nothing different than what we saw from both sides of the ball this offseason. We did a lot of competing this offseason and all camp leading up to the season. So we knew exactly what the offense was going to go out there and do, and vice versa, honestly. It was no surprise to anybody when they had that long drive and capitalized with his touchdown at the end of it. And, on the flip side, I feel like they didn't really have any surprise in them at how we came out and we played on the defensive end.
For the last few years, how nice is it to have an opener like this? You played openers in Ireland and at Illinois and on the road last year in Minnesota. To be back at home in a game like this where you empty the bench, how different does this day feel maybe compared to some of those past openers you've been a part of?
It's just great to start the season 1-0, honestly. Coming out is good for everybody that a lot of guys got to play. That was our goal. Get the guys who helped us all week to prepare for the game in the game, and, we met that goal, and I couldn't be more happy seeing those guys out on the field because those are some of the hardest working men I've ever been around. They come out each and every day giving us the best looks possible. So just being able to have them get that experience to play in Memorial and, it's not everybody gets to play in a college football game. So it made me happy seeing them guys on the field having fun, especially, it was no drop off to me. Like, they went out there and they played exactly to the standard that we play at, and it was special to see.
What's it like when they switch quarterbacks mid-game and then switch back? Does that sort of throw you for a loop on defense at all or change anything?
Not really. We watch a lot of film. We have a lot of meetings. So, we kind of knew exactly each quarterback style of play. We expected both of them to play coming into this game. So there was no really surprise or shock or anything when that ended up happening. It was more so anything like, all right, this guy's tapping out. We got another one to make tap out. So.
How important is it? Coach Rule talked about turnovers and winning the turnover battle, +1, +2, whatever, to set the tone that, hey, you guys can do this since it didn't happen much last year.
This off season and this camp, getting takeaways and taking care of the ball was something we really harped on over and over and over again every day from, just making sure that we're very intentional about how we practice with holding the ball on offense and punching at the ball and ripping at the ball on defense. So I think it was more so, a lot of these guys are the same people from defensive side at least, but, just intentionality makes a big difference on how good stuff can be.